Let me ask you a serious question. How many times have you set a big goal? This year I'll wake up at 5 a.m. This year I'll go to the gym. This year I'll finally change my life. And how many times did it quietly die by February? You're not lazy, you're not broken, and you're definitely not lacking motivation. You're just playing the wrong game. Here's the truth most people never realize. Massive success doesn't come from massive action. It comes from tiny improvements done consistently. James Clear calls this the 1% rule. If you improve by just 1% every day, the math is shocking. 1.01 raised to the power of 365 equals almost 37. That means after 1 year, you're not 1% better, you're 37 times better. And that's why Atomic Habits is not just another self-help book. It's a manual for behavioral psychology, a blueprint for system design, and a scientific guide to becoming the person you want to be. Today, I'll break it down into 3 powerful ideas that can change your life, starting today. Systems over goals. Let's start with something uncomfortable. Goals don't determine success. Systems do. Everyone has goals. Olympic athletes and average people have the same goals. The difference? They're systems. A goal is the result. A system is the process that leads to that result. If your goal is to get fit, the system is how often you train, what you eat, how you recover, how you structure your environment. James Clear explains something called the plateau of latent potential. Here's what happens to most people. You start a habit, you work hard, you see no results, so you quit. But the problem isn't that the habit isn't working. The problem is that results are delayed. This creates what James Clear calls the valley of disappointment. Progress is happening, but it's happening below the surface. Just like ice warming from -5 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius, nothing seems to change until suddenly it melts. Breakthroughs are often the result of habits that were quietly compounding for months. Winners don't quit in the valley. They trust the system. So stop asking, why haven't I achieved my goal yet? And start asking, am I showing up consistently to the system? Identity-based habits. This is the most powerful idea in the entire book. Lasting change doesn't start with outcomes, it starts with identity. Most people try to change their behavior like this. I want to lose weight. I want to be productive. I want to stop smoking. But James Clear flips the script. Instead of asking, what do I want to achieve, ask, who do I want to become? Let's look at the smoker example. Person A says, I'm trying to quit smoking. Person B says, I'm not a smoker. Same action, different identity. And identity always wins. James Clear explains that behavior change has 3 layers. Outcomes, what you get, processes, what you do, and identity, what you believe. Most people focus on outcomes, some focus on processes, but the real change happens at the identity level. Every habit is a vote for the type of person you believe you are. You don't run to become a runner, you run because you are a runner. You don't write to become a writer, you write because that's who you are. The goal is not perfection, the goal is reinforcement. Ask yourself, what would a healthy person do? What would a disciplined person do? What would a focused person do? Then do the smallest version of that action. The 4 laws of behavior change. Now let's get practical. James Clear gives us a simple, science-backed framework to build habits. Law number 1, make it obvious. If a habit isn't visible, it doesn't exist. Your environment is the silent architect of your behavior. Want to read more? Put the book on your pillow. Want to drink more water? Keep a bottle on your desk. Want to stop scrolling? Keep your phone in another room. Design your environment so the right choice is the obvious choice. Law number 2, make it attractive. We do habits that feel good. That's biology. So pair habits you need to do with habits you want to do. This is called temptation bundling. Only watch Netflix while exercising. Only listen to your favorite podcast while cleaning. Only drink your favorite coffee while journaling. Make the habit emotionally rewarding. Law number 3, make it easy, the 2-minute rule. This is where most people mess up. They aim too big. They rely on motivation. They burn out. James Clear says downscale the habit until it takes less than 2 minutes. Read 30 pages becomes read 1 page. Go to the gym becomes put on gym shoes. Meditate for 20 minutes becomes breathe for 1 minute. Why? Because habits must be established before they can be improved. The goal is not intensity. The goal is consistency. Show up, make it automatic, then scale. Law number 4, make it satisfying. What gets rewarded gets repeated. If the habit feels good, you'll come back. Track your habits. Check off the box. Don't break the chain. And remember, missing once is an accident. Missing twice is the start of a new habit. Conclusion and CTA. Here's the truth most people never want to hear. Success is not a single breakthrough moment. It's not motivation. It's not talent. Success is the product of daily habits. Tiny decisions, repeated daily, compound into extraordinary results. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. So here's my challenge to you. Comment below one tiny habit, something that takes 2 minutes that you will start today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Because the life you want isn't built in a day. It's built one habit at a time.